Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well today. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when I upload and when I go live. And guys, make sure you go and follow all our socials, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all linked down in the description. Go and join our Discord as well. That is linked down in the description too. And guys, let's get into this match preview for Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League. So, in terms of this game, guys, this is a massive game. We have got to look at this as an opportunity now. We need 2 wins. 2 wins to qualify for the Champions League. Now, last weekend was a performance of shambolic performances, losing 1-0 to Newcastle in the way we did. Second half we looked a little bit better, but you know, it's not good enough. It wasn't good enough as a team performance. So what happens tomorrow? Well, we have to go out and win. We have to go out and win, and the last 2 games of the season are each a final. They are so vital for whether we get Champions League football or not. At the end of the day, we're looking at this now and we're trying to work out what is the best route to go down. How do we beat Manchester United? Well, as we've seen, they play a 3-5-2, or a 3-4-3, or a 3-4-2-1, whichever way you want to see that. They're very possession based, wide wing backs. They like to attack with width, and the 2 attacking 10s behind the striker where they like to go narrow. So that's going to be vitally important as to how we structure ourselves tomorrow. I think the inverted wing back role that we have, whether that's from the left or the right, is vitally important for tomorrow, because we can create that numerical overload advantage in the midfield to have 3 players compared to their 2, and the 1 in front as the 10. It's vitally important now that we realise that we have to win this game, as I've said. Enzo Maresca has talked about being the type of squad, where it's a fully fit squad. So he's looking now to put out his best 11 tomorrow. Unfortunately, we don't have Nicholas Jackson because of his stupidness in the last game to get a red card. But we live and learn. We can only learn from this. But hopefully tomorrow we're going to get a result. I hope we get a result tomorrow, because if we don't tomorrow, if we lose tomorrow or draw, it's curtains. It's curtains. If we quickly just look at the Premier League table and how it looks, if we just quickly get the table up. So we are in 5th on 63 points, joint with Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest with a point are a point behind us. We could potentially go into 3rd place tomorrow. Well, no, joint 3rd with Newcastle, sorry. So hopefully we do get a win tomorrow, and you'll hear my prediction at the end of the video. In terms of team news, we have a fully fit squad, as I've said. The only one that's not going to feature tomorrow is Nicholas Jackson because of his suspension. And we don't know for sure whether Mark Q is going to be involved in the squad tomorrow at all or not. So that's vitally important as well, that we have a full fit squad and we try and do our best. If we look at some past results from the past 3 games of Chelsea versus Manchester United, our last one last season was Chelsea 4-3 against Manchester United. Cole Palmer's hat-trick, winning the game in the dire minutes of time. That was a ridiculous game. We should have lost. The performance said we should have lost, but thankfully Cole Palmer came in clutch for us and won us that game. This season as well, we've already played Manchester United at Old Trafford. It was 1-1. Bruno Fernandes and Moises Caicedo getting the goals in the game. And then we lost against Manchester United away during Pochettino's tenure in charge. 2 goals from McTominay and a goal from Cole Palmer. Chelsea were managed by Pochettino at the time, so it's a very, very different standpoint. At the moment, as we said, we're 5th in the league with 63 points, and in the last 5 games, we've had 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Manchester United in 16th on 39 points, no wins, 1 draw and 5 losses in the last, in the last 4 or 5 games. So it's time to sort of level ourselves up and try and bring us to the top of football again by getting back into the Champions League. And how do we do that? How do we line up tomorrow? Well, I've put a lineup together that I think is more than capable of beating Manchester United tomorrow. So let's get into that now, and I'll break it down for you in my own thoughts. So, in terms of the lineup, as you can see on the graphic on screen right now, this is my selected lineup for tomorrow. Starting in goal, Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez has performed fine for us in the last few games. There's not been too many mistakes of recent, so I do think he deserves another chance in goal. And I do think he's our best goalkeeper. When we look at what we've got with Jorgensen and Sanchez, I think Sanchez is the better keeper distributionally and as a best shot stopper. In the back four, the 2 centre-backs consisting of Trevor Chalobah and Levi Colwill. Trevor Chalobah has been outstanding since his return from loan from Crystal Palace. He's been brilliant. Partner Colwill, lovely. Levi Colwill has started to really get his act together in that defensive partnership with Trevor Chalobah. He's looked solid performer in each of the last few games. So that's our 2 centre-backs. Right back and left back, Moises Caicedo at right back, inverting into that midfield is absolutely key tomorrow to get those numerical advantages in the midfield. Marc Cucurella at left back. Marc Cucurella has been phenomenal this season. He ever since he found form with Pochettino last season, he has been phenomenal. He has looked nothing but short of the best left back in the Premier League, in my opinion. So he starts and Moises Caicedo start in the full back positions. Then moving into the double pivot, we have got Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez just a little bit further ahead of him. I think these two partner each other quite well. Lavia sits deeper, controls the ball, moves it on as quickly as possible to get the boys up the pitch quicker. Enzo Fernandez a little bit further up, just being a little bit more attacking, a little bit more direct with his creativity and things like that. So I think that's vitally important. Now, moving on to the 3 behind the striker. On the left, Tyrick George. Tyrick George, I think, tomorrow has to play. And that's only for who we've got up front, as you can see, and I'll talk about that in a second. But Tyrick George on the left-hand side looks good against Djurgården in the Conference League the other day. So, give him a chance, give him a start, and I think he'll do wonders on that left-hand side against whoever plays at right wing back for Manchester United, whether that's Mazraoui or Dalot, depends on the situation. So I think Tyrick George on that left-hand side suits us perfectly. Then on the right-hand side, Noni Madueke back in his natural position. I think Noni Madueke can play better on the left, but for this game we're going to have to put him on the right due to Tyrick George being involved and Nicholas Jackson not being involved. I think Noni Madueke on the right-hand side does add something. He's quick, he's strong, he's direct, he gets involved, and he can really take on a player and gives us plenty of opportunities to move the ball at the pitch very quickly. In at number 10, Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is an absolute monster. Cole Palmer looked brilliant against Liverpool, and he looked half decent against Newcastle too in the second half. So Cole Palmer has to be in that number 10 position, and I don't really need to explain myself as to why. He is a fantastic player, so continue to give him that opportunity in the number 10 role. In the second half, maybe you could switch him to the right hand side to give us that bit more flexibility and give him that bit more freedom as to move around a bit more. But Cole Palmer in that 10 position for tomorrow. And then up top is Pedro Neto. We haven't got a recognised striker unless you want to put Mark Yu up there, who's only just come back from injury. This is the basis of it. Nicholas Jackson has actually made this a lot harder for us this season, but it could be an opportunity for us to try something different up top, and I think this might work tomorrow. So Pedro Neto up top as the false 9, creating runs in behind. He's not a type of player play ball to feet, and you can play off him. He's the type of player who run in behind, be quick, be dynamic, run from deep, and then try and exploit this Man United defence, because they've not got De Ligt or Yoro tomorrow for their defence. So who knows who knows who they're going to put in their defence tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But guys, that is my lineup. Let me know your thoughts and who you'd put in your lineup. But let's go back now and I'll give you my final prediction. So, in terms of my final prediction, this is going to be a hard game tomorrow. It's not going to be an easy game by all sorts. United are going to come with a point to prove. You know, they lost against West Ham on Sunday last week. So, you know, obviously they're going to come with a point to prove. So, what is my final prediction? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It's going to be a hard game, as I've said. So I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Manchester United 1. And I'm going to say Pedro Neto and probably Enzo Fernandez to score. But guys, let me know your predictions down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on the lineup I've put together as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But guys, that is the end of today's video. Hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified of when we upload and when I go live. Guys, go and follow on all the socials, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. All links are down in the description. Go and join our Discord as well. That is linked down in the description as well. And guys, I will see you tomorrow at 10 to 8 tomorrow night for the watch along. Take care, guys.